Hello. Hello. Hi everybody and welcome to Help I'm an Adult. Yes, I am recording at night and this lighting is not doing my face any favors. But let's get into today's video. It is Wednesday, the final week of our love series. And so far, you've heard from my best friends, my siblings, a couple friend of mine. But this week, you're going to be hearing from me. And I just thought today's video, I'm going to be answering some of your questions and questions that you have for me. It's going to be light-hearted. It's not that many questions, but I can go into in depth with some of my responses. But before I go on, y'all know what to do. I mean, I say this at the beginning of every video anyway, so yeah, you know what to do. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go hit subscribe and also the notification bell so you can stay on top of everything and every video drop on this channel. Also, if you like content like this, give this a video a thumbs up. If you have ideas of any other things you want to see on this channel, on this page, drop it down below in the comments. And yeah, just keep interacting and we'll see where that relationship goes. Sorry, it's nighttime. I'm exhausted, but let's get into the video. Okay, so let's get into it. So sometime in the last 1 week or so, probably over the weekend, I think it was Saturday, I posted on my Instagram story the Ask Me Anything question, like every other person in the world has done at some point on Instagram. And yeah, I got a few questions from you guys, but instead of answering it directly on there, I thought I might as well just make it this week's video, since this week is all about me showing you guys some love and sharing some aspects of self-love and all of that jazz. So I'm going to begin. First question was, how did your Saturday go? Well, my Saturday went pretty well, if I remember correctly. What did I do? I didn't wake up till like noon because I was up pretty late on Friday. I washed my hair. Yeah, it was a pretty chilled out Saturday. I made dinner. Oh, I also had a catch-up call with my friends, like my girls from uni, which was always really nice. We were on the phone for about 2 hours. We've decided, and it was someone's birthday, so it was just nice to catch up with the gang. So yeah, that was a highlight for me. Also spoke to one of my best friends, and yeah, it was a good Saturday. So thanks for asking. Another question was, how did you start Help I'm an Adult? Oh, I've talked about this previously, but I guess I can elaborate. So it was, I don't remember what day of the week, but it was at nighttime. And I'd been thinking about starting a podcast for a while, just talking about just giving people a perspective of what it's like to actually be an adult in terms of like a regular, I know it sounds bizarre, but like not from a perspective of somebody who's already made it or who's now like an influencer and whatever you want to coin the term as, but just from somebody who's just hustling and bustling, a real perspective of things. And I just wanted, because I didn't know, I always assumed my thinking was just my thinking and nobody else thought the way I did and all of that jazz. So I just thought, you know what, just put it out there. People who will enjoy it if it's for them, and if it's not for them, that's fine. And also it was kind of, I just wanted to just be sure that I wasn't going crazy, basically, in the way that I was, in the things that go through my head and the way that I was thinking. And so I remember putting out a thing on Instagram, on my personal Instagram page, to ask, like, is there any podcasts out there that one can listen to that refers to people of like young people going through? And most people on my story anyway did not have any. So I thought, why not start it? I mean, you got to start somewhere. If you want to see change, you got to be the change. So Help I'm an Adult was created. I remember coming up with the name that same night. It was like midnight in June, I believe. Came up with a name, was looking at like possible handles, created an email and everything. But yeah, that's basically how we started. I believe it was 2019. Yeah, 2019. So it's just like a year and a bit old now. So I'm kind of proud of where we are. But yeah, that's how Help I'm an Adult started. Next question. Do you ever doubt yourself? Oh, yes. 100%. At some point in the day, doubt kicks in. That's for sure. I doubt myself when it comes to just a lot of things in my life. Am I doing this right? Is this the right move to make? This is not turning out to be what I expect it to be. Is it like, do I need to keep going? Was it a mistake? I have doubts. I have doubts even about help. I'm an adult. I have doubts about that as well. I have had moments where it's like, oh, people aren't. I felt like, okay, the content I thought was going to do well didn't do well in terms of like the people who have continuously interacted. I've even like being on YouTube, I've thought about it. Like, again, I've never been on here for that long and I've had doubts, but I guess everyone starts somewhere eventually. So yes, I have had doubts and I do have doubts, and I'm not saying I'm never going to have doubts. I'm probably even going to have doubts about probably making this video. We don't know. But the moral of it is like, at the end of the day, if you enjoy what you're doing, you just got to keep doing it. That's what I keep telling myself, and that's why we're still here today. Okay. I don't know what that was. Jeez. Next question. What is it like being a PK? Oh, a pastor. Okay. So I talked about this. I can't remember which video it was. Well, one of my earlier videos about myself. Yes, I am a pastor's child. My dad's a pastor, so is my mom. But my mom's also my mom also works a secular job. But my dad's a full-time pastor and has his own ministry and his own church. Yeah, that's to be fair, growing up, I didn't really think much about it. I just knew that I always felt like there was such a responsibility on me to be always good, like to always have it together, to never stray, to always be focused. And like, I think I've also always thought that people were like, oh yeah, like she and God are like best of friends. Like God answers her prayers so easily because like, I mean, she's pastor's kid. Or like, I've just always felt that pressure of like, you have to be perfect. And I don't know if any pastor's child out there can relate to this. But also like growing up in Nigeria, maybe it's just the way it is that everyone has this high expectation of pastor kids to be on top of it basically. But also there's the good side of it where it's like, I guess you kind of have your parent as your spiritual guide and your, I guess, physical guide. So my dad is my spiritual part, like in terms of anything spiritual, I will go to him for it. But he's also my dad. But there is I think the downside of it is the pressure of just perfection and everybody watching you. But it's kind of come to a point now in my life where I'm like, I'm not saying I don't care. Well, I don't live my life for what other people think of me. As long as me and God are good, that's all that matters to me. So, yeah, that's basically it. Growing up, it was more about like, what's everyone else going to think? How's everyone else going to react? How's everybody else going to do this? But now, as a whole 27-year-old, me and God have our own relationship, and it's all about how God sees me rather than how other people will see me. So that's how I'm living it now. It's a me and God relationship. Doesn't mean like it's perfect. It doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. It doesn't mean I don't commit a sin here and there. But it's my relationship with God, and that I'm focused on, not what other people think, basically. So yeah, I hope that kind of answers the question. And then the next one, it's a statement, it's not a question. Oh yeah, so again, not a question, but I've loved your content this month with your friends. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've loved having them on. It's been nice to actually talk to people and not just my camera, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's been good. I've loved having my friends on. I'm just grateful that they all said yes to doing this. So yeah, I have an idea for something probably for like the next season, but we'll see. I'll put it out there later on once I'm sure of what it is I want to do, but it's just an idea right now. But hopefully we'll have more friends and different perspective of things and topics to discuss later on. So stay tuned. Okay, still on the friends then. What characteristics, I'm guessing this is from one of my friends. I see it. What characteristics in a person makes them qualify to be a close friend for you? Actually, so you heard from my best friends, who are my closest people, Tino, Caroline, and Tan. And I keep thinking, like, what is the thing between them that just, what's that one thing that they all have in common? And for me, it's just, there's just a pure, like, honesty that they all have. Like, they've never tried to be anybody else around me. I never felt like they were putting on a character. They were always themselves. And for me, as long as you're that, we're good. Like, as long as you're not, you don't kind of come across. And when I say they were being themselves, in every situation they were being themselves. There was no point where I was like, oh, why are you being weird around that person? Like, always around, no matter who they're around, they were always 100% Tino, 100% Caroline, and 100% Tan, which I've loved. There's people you know that you're like, oh, this is the person you are with me. But then when you're with that person, you're not that person. What is that all about? Like, I'm not here for that. It's not it's not what I'm here for. And even all my other friends, like closer friends, but not best friend, but my close friends, there was also that amongst ourselves. And when I've seen them with other people, they are still themselves. Yes, even like the good and the bad, as long as they're still themselves, we're good. So stay true to you and we're gonna be friends. That's it. The last one is, how do you manage your time with all that you do? Girl. Yeah, I literally go to bed late, wake up late. There's no, actually in lockdown, and like I've talked about how I found like this particular last two lockdowns a little difficult, but it's I don't even know if I will call it time management at this point. I just like, I know how to get things done, so whatever it takes, I get it done. So yeah, and for anybody who, if this is your first video, let me list the things that I do. I have a 9-to-5 job. Well, now a 12 to 7:30 job, but same hours. So I work full time. I also help out with my church social media stuff. I help out with the church podcast, which is a daily thing. I love to cook. I like to work out. Well, the workout part has gone downhill the last few weeks. I also do this, so prepping for Help I'm an Adult YouTube videos, editing the videos. God, editing takes forever. Yeah, everything is all me. And then I also like help out with obviously my house stuff, like food shop. And I try to also find time to spend time with my friends and watch some shows on Netflix. So I do quite a bit, but I would say maybe I do manage my time. I don't really know. I just make sure I have things that I get done. There's a deadline for everything, so I know I just have to get it done, and I get it done. But there should be a routine to my time management, which I'm trying to like set in place. So I'm hoping that March will be the beginning of new things, and well, not really new things, of like getting it together. So I'm giving myself this week. This week is the week that I'm like mentally preparing, putting things in place, making sure I have all I need to get myself fully organized. If you've watched Home Edit, you get my get organized joke that just happened in my head. But yeah, that's it. So that's all the questions you all had. Thank you for sending it in. Like I said, these questions came on Instagram, which is where I post and like interact more, just because we've not hit that part we've not hit the subscriber limit on YouTube to be able to share all of that equally on YouTube. But so if you want to also like continue interaction, hit me up on our Instagram page. Yeah, Instagram page. The link is in the description below. Also, don't forget, like I said, subscribe on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna try and do more fun. So Wednesdays are fun stuff videos, and Friday I try to make it like is podcast related. Is all podcast stuff on Fridays. But yeah, that's it for today's video though. Hope you liked all those questions. If you have any more questions for me, why not just ask me, DM me, let me know. Put in the comment below. I will respond to everything. So yeah, let me know. And it's been great like answering your questions, and I will see you guys on Friday's podcast. Bye.